What's going on, everyone? It's Jersey Jaguar here, coming at you with the video today. We're going to talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars 2021 wide receiver room. We're going to be talking a lot about this guy right here, my guy Visca. Dude's going to be a beast, not only this year, but for many years to come. We're going to talk about it. And again, this is that awkward moment where if I had an intro, I would drop it right here, but instead I just get to ramble on some more. So, there's that. DJ Chark. Fully believe that this coming season will be the best season of his career. We kind of saw last year with him. My man wasn't very happy. He wasn't happy, and I don't really blame him. He was visibly frustrated with Gardner Minshew's play. Super frustrated with Mike Glennon, but who wouldn't be? And it was just a bad day, you guys. But you guys already know that. But DJ Chark, he's proven in the past that he can be that #1 wide receiver, and I really think that he's going to be Trevor Lawrence's best friend for a very long time. We also signed Marvin Jones from the Detroit Lions, he's probably my favorite free agency acquisition this season. I really think that Marvin Jones, I made a video previously. If you haven't watched that, go check that out. It's called Marvin Jones will have a Calais Campbell type effect on the Jacksonville Jaguars. What does that mean? That means that he's that solid veteran who's going to come into a situation where he has two guys underneath him, like Visca and DJ Chark. And not only because of those two guys is Marvin Jones going to explode and bring forth his best, but he's going to get the best out of these guys. Kind of like Calais Campbell, he had Yannick Ngakoue and Dante Fowler. 2017, Calais Campbell had the best year of his career. Yannick Ngakoue and Dante Fowler each had double-digit sacks. Try saying that 10 times fast. In the 2017 season, Marvin Jones will have the same effect on Visca and DJ Chark. I fully believe that. Outside of injuries, of course, which you would never really should take an account for, because if that was the case, Philip Dorsett would have never got signed, which he's a guy we'll talk about in just a second. But those are our three guys. We know that for a fact. Visca DJ Chark, Marvin Jones. Those are the Jaguars' top three wide receivers. We already know Visca is going to be a beast. Visca is going to be... He's going to be Jaguar for a long time. He's going to be a nice safety blanket for Trevor Lawrence. And we kind of saw the very last game against the Colts, when DJ Chark was out last season, Visca had 2 touchdowns. And he really kind of embraced that role as the #1 receiver. And it was kind of funny. Once, I kept saying this to my cousin, like all year last year. I wish they would let Visca actually run routes. I wish they would actually let him be a wide receiver instead of this little gadget dump-off crap. Even though we got blown out by the Bears, the one time they sent him deep, he beats 2 guys and catches a 50-yard bomb. And against the Colts, when he was our #1 wide receiver against the Colts, and he had 2 touchdowns, when he was actually running legitimate routes. Visca we got a dude in him. We got a real one in him. Him, DJ Chark, and Marvin Jones are going to be good trio. I think there's a lot of teams that wish they had our top 3 wide receivers, but sucks for them, not so much for us. But that's not really the whole topic of this video, because we know behind those guys, Colin Johnson is the secured #4 guy, who he also has a ton of potential. 6'6", super big, super fast. Flashed a lot at the end of last season, that last month or so. Excuse me. Just had a cheesesteak, so I'm kind of got that GERD and that IBS going on. Where was I? Colin Johnson. Yes. Ton of potential. Really like him. I think he'll be a red zone nightmare for defenses. I mean, a 6'6" quarterback throwing to a 6'6" wide receiver. I mean, with Travis Etienne here, and James Robinson here, and Trevor Lawrence here, good luck. Good luck with that one. Yeah, now that ain't just fan speak. Good luck with that one. So we know Colin Johnson's the number 4 guy. But behind that is where it gets a little bit more toss up in the air. We would assume that Jamal Agnew would be number 5. We would assume that because he was one of the first dudes we signed in free agency back in March because of his return ability. Not so much of what he does as a receiver, but of what he does as a return man. So you would assume that he would be the 5th guy, but you never know. You never know, but I would bet money that he's the 5th guy. Now, the number 6 position, because most teams I feel like typically will keep 6 wide receivers. This is where it really kind of gets interesting. They also signed Philip Dorsett, who him and Carlos Hyde were just, it doesn't make sense, stupid, and it's just dumb, but I'm not going to waste too much time on that. But they did give the man free agency money, albeit not a lot, but they still chose to go out and sign him in free agency for whatever reason. So you got him on the table. They also drafted a wide receiver, Jeremy Camp, out of I don't remember where from, but they drafted a wide receiver in the 6th round, which it's something. I mean, you're not going to necessarily cut him. He's going to at least make the practice squad. And then after that, you have Pharaoh Cooper that the Jags picked up because we just got the special teams coordinator. His name is leaving my mind, but he worked with Pharaoh Cooper before, I believe with the Rams, and he brought him in to the Jaguars, and he is a former All-Pro return guy. So you have that as well. And also, just a few days ago, we signed Laquan Treadwell. I always say his name wrong. I think it's Treadwell, whatever his name is. He was a former first-round pick for the Minnesota Vikings. Didn't work out with them. He's now on the Jaguars. Will he make the team? Who knows? It's what preseason's for. But that 6th spot, really, I mean, really, the 5 and 6 spot are really kind of convoluted and where things get interesting. So if you asked me to place money right now, who will be the 5th and 6th guys? I would say Jamal Agnew, and I would say Philip Dorsett, because they signed in free agency, and he's the veteran guy. I could be wrong. I kind of hope I am wrong, but that would be my prediction. That would be my prediction. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the truth. I kind of want to know what you guys think. So down in the comments, by the way, if you watched the video to this point, thank you so much for that. But down in the comments below, I want to know, we already know the first 4 guys aren't debatable, but the 5th and 6th guy, who do you think? And again, I mean, it's rare that teams go under 6 wide receivers. Sometimes they go at 5, but we are going to assume 6. I believe they'll keep 6. So who will be the 5th and the 6th wide receiver on the Jaguars depth chart? I want to know what you guys think down below. But overall, I think our wide receiver room is really good. I think it's a lot better than people give us credit for, especially the top 3 and the potential that Colin Johnson has. I think Trevor Lawrence is walking into a really good situation. On offense, I don't know so much about defense. I'm still so up in the air for me about that. But I love our offensive potential. I think we can score. Careful what I say, because I don't want to jinx it. We can average 27 a game. I don't think that's that bad. That's fair. 27 a game, right? That's fair. I think it's fair. You think it's fair too, right? Cool. Hit the like button. If you are not subscribed to this channel and you love your Jacksonville Jaguars just as I do, hit the subscribe button so you may join me on this wonderful ride of YouTube that I'm on. And again, let me know down in the comments, who do you guys think will be the 5th and 6th man on the Jaguars wide receiver depth chart? Go Jags.